What's happening, sports fans? Welcome back to another episode of Mom and Papa Joe. On the menu today are some creamy garlic pork steaks. You're going to want to check this out. Let's get it. Here are our pork steaks. You probably remember these. We bought these a couple of months ago. There were 4 of them in the package. These are Duroc, so you can see that beautiful marbling. We used the best 2 for a grilled pork steak recipe. You watched that video. And these are the lesser 2. You can see that this one was probably on the end, and it is not evenly thick. This one is a little better. They're bone-in, as you can see, which can hinder when you're trying to get them brown, but we're not going to let that stop the show. They've already been cleaned up, of course. They've been brought a little bit to room temperature. We just want to make sure that they're good and dry. Moisture is the enemy of browning. We're going to season simply with some black pepper and salt. I've got a pan on the stove coming to temperature. Pretty thick piece of meat. We're going to head to our stove shortly, but before we do, these are garlic pork steaks. So an hour ago, I roasted some awesome garlic. This is about 8 or so cloves of garlic, a little olive oil and a little bit of salt, and just roasted it in my oven about 350 for about half an hour to 45 minutes. And this is going to be the garlic we're going to be placing into this pot to really make this creamy garlic gravy. Just want to give it a little smashing. Garlic, when roasted, really increases and accents the natural sugars, the sweetness. And I think it's going to be a great complement. You don't have to do this for this recipe. You can use your garlic as you normally would. Let's head to the stove. We've got our pan on medium high. We're going to come in with maybe a good tablespoon of olive oil or oil of your choice, and then about a tablespoon of some butter. And we're just going to wait for this to heat up well. Nice little smoking going before we get these chops, these steaks browned. All right, we've got some good smoking going. We're going to come right in here and really want to press down to make sure we get some good contact. Remember, this bone is going to get in the way somewhat, but we're not going to let that stop the show. And based on the thickness, even with this flimsy one, we'll give this 3 to 5 minutes. All right, folks, that's been about 5 minutes. Oh, yeah. We'll give this another 5 minutes. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. All right, I may have more oil in here than I need. Turn my stove to medium now instead of medium high. And I'm going to take out some of this oil. So what I've got left in here is maybe a couple of teaspoons. I'm going to add another tablespoon of butter, about half of a large onion, yellow onion, and this is thick cut. We want to give this a good 2 minutes or so. And because our garlic is already cooked, we don't have to worry about putting it in here early. I'm going to come in here with maybe a half of a tablespoon of flour, just to make a little bit of a roux. Give this another 2 minutes or so, cook some of the rawness out. A roux really provides some color to your gravy. You see that flour has picked up the fond from the bottom. It's got a nice little color. I'm going to let it get just a hair darker. Now I'm going to come in here. Folks, this is some chicken stock, homemade chicken stock. Look at how it jellifies. Tells you how rich it is. I'll place a link to how I make my stocks in the upper left-hand corner. Look at that. Oh, it's going to really flavor everything else. Now I can come in here with my garlic. Got a cup of heavy cream. I'm gonna get every last drop out of here. And we'll bring this to a gentle bubble. Remember that a roux does not reach its full thickening power until it comes back to a boil. We've come back to a gentle boil. Come in here with maybe a couple of teaspoons of fresh lemon juice, some pepper flakes, flat iron, sweet heat, baby. I would say this is maybe half a teaspoon. And now a little bit of chopped spinach. As much or as little as you like. You know spinach cooks down to nothing. That's maybe half a cup. And remember, our steaks are not cooked. In with that good juice. And we want to cook this until these pork steaks hit that 145 or so. You can cook them as long as you want, folks, whatever temperature you want. But I'm looking for that 145, nice and juicy, without being well done or overcooked. I've turned down to a low. I'm gonna put a lid on for a couple of 3-4 minutes or so, and then check for that 145. All right, folks, let's take a look. See. All right, 143 in the thicker area, 42, 41. All right, I'm gonna call that good because there's gonna be some carryover cooking. I'm gonna turn my stove off and just let this rest for a few minutes. Folks, here we are. Take a look at that, man. We're gonna put this on a plate. Folks, oh. Oh my Nelly. That looks delicious. Smells great. Smells absolutely wonderful. Oh, it cuts well too. That's the thin piece, Mama. Oh yeah.
That gravy is so.
So folks, there it is. Very simple. That was such a quick cook. All of 15 minutes once you get past the prep. Definitely something you can do during the week. That garlic, even if you don't roast it, it really accents the dish. The creaminess of the and the silkiness of the butter really adds a great mouthfeel. Absolutely delicious. I want to thank you guys and gals, as usual, for hanging out with Mom and Papa Joe. We really appreciate it. Be on the lookout for another video coming very soon. And as always, Mom and I want you guys to take care of yourselves, love each other, and we'll see you when we see you. Holla.
Holla.